Yes. Okay. Have you seen a satellite? Satellite. Okay. Okay. Have you seen a car bulb or the focus light which comes out? So all these are the shapes of something like a parabola or something like a somewhat like a C shape. It not exactly C shape, somewhat like a C shape. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of having something like this? What is the purpose of having something? There should be some reason to it. There should be some reason to it.
What is the reason of having that bulb?
What is the reason for having this shape? What is the reason for having this shape? There should be some reason. Viewing. Okay. Then concave convex. Okay. 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 Then what else? But what is the use of concave convex in a dish antenna or a satellite? Online people, it is for you also. It is not only for the offline students here. Even you can answer. What is the purpose we are having this? I think I'm not able to hear your voice. You need to be at least for typing for online people. If you're trying to tell something, just type it out. I'm not able to hear your voice. Would be great. Okay. Now imagine that I want to prepare tea. I want to prepare tea. There is no gas. There is no electricity. There is no nothing. I've just given you like within 5 seconds or within a minute you prepare tea and give it to me. How will you do it? Without electricity, without gas, no nothing. And you're having only a solar panel. You're having a solar panel. You're having vessels. You're having milk and the ingredients. Milk and ingredients. How will you do it? On which panel? Keep the solar panel and then keep the vessel. Put milk and then the Surya Bhagwan will let us. Please make it tea and give it to me. Okay. Okay. Now, have you people played something like reflection? Reflection. So when does a surface reflect? Mirror or something. Okay. You reflect it and you focus it on someone. Now, when I'm having a solar panel of this shape, of you, if my sun is here and my rays are falling on it, what will happen to the rays? Everything will get reflected. Yes, everything will get reflected. When it gets reflected, all come to meet at a particular point. This is called as the focal point. Focal point. When you keep the vessel at this particular point, within a minute, you can even make tea because the maximum intensity will be there. That is the reason, like when you have a magnifying glass, you try to focus it on the paper so that it starts burning. It is nothing but all the rays are focusing at a particular point, right? Now the same thing is happening with the dish TV, where you're having a small mic-like thing in front. No, that is nothing but the receiver. So that receiver is exactly placed at the focal point. Only then you will be able to watch TV, view anything on satellite. Same thing. Simple parabola does a lot of things. Not only here. When you see a actual football match or something, you see people who can these kind of things. It is for amplification of the small sound signal into huge thing what we can hear on the TV. It is all because of these kind of things where these small things are reflected and then you hear it. Not only here, in architectural purpose also. If you have gone to some architectural places where they tell this is a magical place, and if you stand here and you whisper something, someone in the other end can hear it. It is nothing but the architecture has been made in shape of parabola and they are keeping some, or this is like an ellipse. You can keep it as an ellipse. Okay, so ellipse. So this is one of the focal point. This is another focal point. In this place, if there is a person standing A, and in this place there is a person standing B, if he whispers something, all the rays will get reflected from here, and this person will exactly hear that voice. There's all the magic of parabola, ellipse, and all these things. Not only here, even for your light, what I said, if there is a bulb here, the bulb is giving out rays in all the directions, right? But whenever it gets reflected from here, it will start focusing in the forward direction. Without this, the light on your car or vehicles wouldn't be focused on the road. It would be scattered all over the place. This is the major reason of a parabola, and that is what is being asked most of the times in your questions. So till now, like many people have been learning this parabola, hyperbola, ellipse without the real reason. Why are we learning this? No one is aware of it. But simply the formula we put it and we start learning it. But understand the reason and then start learning it so that whenever you come across something like that also, you can relate to it. Okay. So these are some basic things. Now all these parabola, hyperbola, ellipse, all or a circle, everything comes from something called as conics. Conics. So you all people are aware of a cone, right? All are aware of a cone. Cone you're aware of. And if I'm having a cone in the inverted direction, so this is called as a double inverted. Now all these ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, everything is being created from these conic shapes only. How is it happening? Example, imagine that this is a plane. Okay, this is something like a plane, and I'm going to insert this plane in different angles into this cones. So this cones, for example, if I'm inserting it in the straight face. Now, if I see it from the top, all these are, it is nothing but a circle. If I see it from the top, it is nothing but a circle. Right? For a simplification purpose, I have just taken the picture of it instead of me explaining it. So now, if this is a plane which I'm inserting it, if I see it from the top, it is nothing but a circle, right? And if I put it in an angle, then it becomes an ellipse. Ellipse is nothing but an elongated circle, right? Ellipse, where is it being used? What's the purpose we are learning about ellipse? Whenever a rocket or a satellite is being sent, it always takes the elliptical path. Means it is orbiting around the orbit in an elliptical path, right? And not only here, even in architecture, whatever I said regarding that arch and all, it is also a part of an ellipse. It is also a part of an ellipse where you have two focal points. In an ellipse, you always have two focal points, F1, F2, F1 and F2 at a distance. If this F1 and F2 is at the same place, it is nothing but a circle. If F1 and F2 both are at the same place, it means a circle. If there is a distance between them, it is nothing but an ellipse. Fine. Now, if this is at an angle, if the plane is inserted in an angle, then it is called as an ellipse. If it is in a different angle, other than that, it becomes like a parabola. If it is placed perpendicular to it, it becomes a hyperbola. Hyperbola is nothing but, how is it? It is nothing but an hyperbola. Hyperbola, any example? Where are we using it? Where are we using hyperbola? Yes. Yes. It means no one has asked any questions in your class. Okay. Have you seen a furnace? Or like, have you gone to a chemistry lab or something like this? So you have seen a bottle like this. It has a small opening in the bottom. It has a big opening. It is in the shape. There's nothing but a hyperbola. A furnace, coal furnace or whatever furnace it is. It is also having a shape of a hyperbola because it has to maintain some pressure and the volume should be more down and it has to decrease going upwards. All these are some small reasons, but it has a huge implementation, folks. Okay. So mathematics is not only for the numbers and the formulas what we are learning. It is real life implementation. So understand the meaning and then learn it. Okay. Fine. Now, according to your examination, what they are asking is mostly parabolic question. And your circle questions. Circle questions, we have already discussed what is a tangent and all these things. That is what. And mostly parabolic questions only is being asked. Either they give a diagram and they ask you what's the vertex, what's the focus, or what's the equation, or how to solve this equation in order to find out this, that, something like that. Okay. So all these things we will just see. What is this parabola? How does it work? And what is called as a focal point? Or what happens when it shifts? All these things I'll explain.